Hey Star Wars fans, welcome to my channel, Live Brief Star Wars. I am John Maffio, and I am here to review the newest comic from Marvel and Star Wars, Darth Vader Issue 1. There have been plenty of Darth Vader comics before, but this is the newest line that picks up right immediately after the events from the scene, well actually in the scene from Revenge of the Sith, where Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, breaks down at hearing of the loss of his wife, his secret wife, Padme Amidala, who gave birth to Luke and Leia and then died because she lost the will to live. Before I get into my review, I just want to mention that I've always been a fan of Darth Vader, but I haven't been really an aficionado of his. But over the past few years in my 20s, I've grown to have more of an appreciation of the character from things I've read and seen from him, including Season 2 of Rebels, Lords of the Sith, and just other things. I've just read up on the character, and even Rogue One, even though he wasn't in it much. Getting more of his story, I've grown to really love the character, and he's become one of my favorite characters. But getting into this comic, it picks up right after this scene leaves off in Revenge of the Sith, where, as I mentioned, Darth Vader goes, "No!" You even get that moment, the "no!" But it's much more dramatic and artistically rendered to be visually stunning in this, I guess. You feel the impact in this more than you do in that scene, because that, let's all face it, that "no," it's a classic moment in the prequel trilogy, but it's silly. It's very high octane in the art and visualization, because, I mean, if you look at it, it looks like things are going nuts in certain scenes, especially in the beginning. Emperor Palpatine, he looks so sinister in this comic. Like, the way he's drawn, I love it. And as canon, which getting into canon, we learned some really cool things here. We see the remaining lightsabers from the fallen Jedi destroyed, which marks the true extinction of the Jedi on Coruscant for these people. One of the biggest pieces we get from this is that Emperor Palpatine reveals to Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, that the lightsabers, the Sith who carry lightsabers when they're red, they're not just the color red, where, like, you know, like the Jedi have like green, blue, purple, like whatever. They're red because the kyber crystals are a living source. We know the Force, not the midichlorian crap, but it's a living thing that surrounds us and binds us. You know the whole Yoda speech. But the Sith use the lightsaber, which they have to take from a Jedi. They take their lightsabers, they don't have it given to them. They use their pain and their anger, and they inflict that pain into the kyber crystals, so the kyber crystals in turn feel pain, and that's where the red comes from. They're basically making the kyber crystals bleed, as Emperor Palpatine so eloquently says. And besides that, this issue is basically showing us an introductory to how Darth Vader takes his lightsaber. So we know he has to take it from a Jedi. We don't know which Jedi it is yet, so I'm sure we're going to find that out soon. I'm not sure this is going to be the whole arc of this new story, is him going on this personal journey to get his lightsaber, but if that's what it is, I could dig it. This first issue, I blew through it. Not just because I like this character, but again, the visuals pop. The relationship between Palpatine and Darth Vader has been one of the best in Star Wars history. It's so interesting, and I love their dialogue. It's really interesting, story-wise, to see Darth Vader, who still has a lot of Anakin in him, because he's still very fresh from the wounds, literally and figuratively and mentally, because of the loss of his, Padme Amidala. From him starting under Palpatine's wing, to seeing him progress into this sinister, ominous, robotic person, where you forget there's an Anakin Skywalker there, and he's just purely Darth Vader, this rage-induced creature of sorts. I'm sure if you're watching this, you're a fan of Star Wars, but I would pick this up for any casual Star Wars fan who likes reading comics or just finding out more in canon about the story of this world, because you do get a lot of good information, and it promises, seemingly, that we're going to get a lot more information about Darth Vader's character in the coming issues. I've become very in tune with Star Wars comics in general over the past year or so, because I think the new movies have just reinvigorated my love for reading, just in general, so now I'm just picking up books and comics everywhere. This is one of the top ones I've read. I really like the Poe Dameron ones. I've liked a lot of the other ones I've read too, even Screaming Citadel, but Darth Vader, this new one, it seemingly promises a lot, and I really, really enjoyed this issue. I blew through it in like 2 or 3 minutes, and I usually don't do that. I like taking my time, and I took my time with this, but I was immensely engaged and engrossed in this. And part of that could be because I'm very, very much a fan of this character, but I think anybody who likes Star Wars can get into this and look forward to what comes next. Now I want to know from you guys, if you've read the newest Darth Vader comic issue 1, what'd you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm John Maffio, this is Live Brief Star Wars, and may the Force be with you always. I'll see you next time.